Good day, students. We are still in Module 3, Variability or Dispersion. So for this lesson, I will discuss variance and standard deviation for the group data. So in the previous lesson, I already discussed what do you mean by variance. But this time, I'll discuss the formula for variance for the group data. So what's the formula for variance to deal with group data? That is, of course, you have here the variance, the equal sign summation of Fi, which is the frequency of each group, times, of course, the Xi, which is the midpoint of each group minus the mean. Okay, then we have to square that. Okay, and over, of course, n, which is the total number of data points. So since you know the formula for the variance, we now move on to the steps to calculate variance for group data. So the first step is to look for and find the midpoint of each group. So the midpoint is the average of the upper and the lower boundaries of the group. I already discussed this when we compute for the central tendency, to be specific, for the median. Okay, so number 2, calculate the mean of the data set. How to do that? Multiply each midpoint by its frequency, then sum these values and divide by the total number of data points. Then number 3, or third step, we need to calculate each group square deviation from the mean, then multiply by the frequency and the sum of those values. To do that, we will subtract the mean from each midpoint, square the result, then multiply by the frequency and sum of those values. Then step 4 is to calculate the variance. That is to divide the sum of the square deviation by the total number of data points. Okay, so we have 4 steps all in all to compute for the variance. Now, for you to understand how to compute, let's have an example. So let's say we have here a set of data. Of course, this is a group data. So mayroon tayong class interval. We have the frequency or the Fi. Okay, and the midpoint or the Xi. Okay, so since we have here the class interval already, madali na lang siyang gawin and given na yung frequency. So the first step, based on our procedure, is to calculate for the midpoints. Okay, so how to calculate for the midpoints? We just add the lower boundary and the highest boundary, just add that. That's 9 divided by 2. Okay, and the answer is 4.5. So do the same with the second row, 10 plus 19 divided by 2, that's 14.5. Then we have here the rest. Okay, the midpoint. Now, since we have the midpoint in the table already, we have to do step 2, which is to calculate for the mean. So how to calculate for the mean? No, simple. Multiply each midpoint by its frequency and sum the result. So we have here the midpoint. Multiply lang natin siya sa katapat nilang frequency. Okay? So, ayan. So, we have here 4.5 midpoint times 5. The answer is 22.5. 14.5 midpoint times 8 frequency, that's 116. And then we have here the rest. Okay, now, since we have the midpoint, the multiplication or the product between the midpoint and the frequency, now the next step is to add them. Okay, so we have to get the sum of these products. So 22.5 plus 116 plus 294 plus 345 plus 267 is 1,044.5. Now, since we have here the value of course, the sum of the products, we will now divide no, by the total number of points. So, ilan ba yung total number of points natin? So, to compute for that, we will just add the frequencies. So, we have here the value 5 plus 8 plus 12 plus 10 plus 6, and the answer is 41. Since we have the value 41, or the data points, let's now divide, of course, the sum of the products, which is 1,044.5 divided by 41, which is, of course, 25.48. So our mean then is 25.48. Now, since we have the mean, we will proceed to step 3. We will calculate the square deviation from the mean and sum them. So to do that, we will subtract the mean from each midpoint, square the result, and multiply by the frequency. So we have here, no, the midpoints. Okay, ito yung midpoints natin. The midpoints. Okay, and we have here, of course, the mean, our mean. Okay, and we have to multiply that, no, or this, sa ating frequency. Yan. Okay, so since we have, no, the values, so 4.5 minus 25.46, then you get the squared, okay, times 5, and the answer is 4,361.9925. And of course, the next, we have 1,205.024. Then the next is 0.1152, and the rest. Okay, so since we have now these values, we have to sum or get the sum of these values. So just add, no, those values, and once you add, you will get 8,553.95. Okay, so since we have this now, we will move on to step 4 to calculate the variance. So first, divide by the total number of data points. Okay, so paano natin gagawin yon? No? We bring down this one. Have there 8,553.95 divided by our data points. Dito nang galing yan, no? Sa ating n, no? So, just divide. So, we will get 208.39. So, the variance of this group data, or this group data set, is approximately 208.39. So now we have the variance. So the next is to compute for the standard deviation. So like what I've said in the previous lecture, no, to get the standard deviation, we will just square or get the square root of the variance. So this is the formula for the standard deviation, or simply we can do this, no, gaya na sabi natin, the square root of the variance. Okay? So, yan. Ganyan lang kasimple. Now, so we have here 208.39. So, the next step is to get the standard deviation. And to get that, we will square, okay, of course, the value 208.39. So, once we square that, or get the square root of this, we will get 14.44. So the standard deviation of this data set is approximately 14.44. Okay, so that's it for the computation of group data, okay, for this lesson. Now, if you have questions, no, gather those questions, then you are free to ask me next meeting about, those questions. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. See you on the next lesson.